Joey Reese, Pickle Boot Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joey Reese, Pickle Boot Shop. Pickle time is happening.
This is Gunner, and then Abby's sleeping just outside the door over there. And I keep hearing banging and stuff downstairs, which is odd, but Heidi, I don't think Heidi's here. I can't see her. It doesn't look like her truck's out there. And her GPS shows her getting close to home, but she's not home yet.
You know, I would tell my kids right now to go to get ready for bed, except they already called school off for exactly 0 snow having been outside.
Is it like a cold day?
Nope. I mean, it's below 30. That's freezing. That's like that's like the pit of hell to these people.
See, the kids up here get cold days. So if it's below 10, then they get the day off because it's too cold.
I disagree with this. We've talked about it, but like as an employer, like the people that work for me don't understand me asking them to come to work when it snows or it's cold. They've never had to do it. They never went to school in it. They don't understand. Probably the older ones do. Like my wife grew up here and she's like, yeah, we went to school in the snow. Like if it snowed a foot, they'd cancel school. But here they cancel school because we're getting 1 to 3 inches tomorrow, which hasn't even started falling. Canceled school.
Yes, they'll do that here too. They'll preemptive like cancel it. And usually it's about 50-50. So like sometimes they'll cancel it and then we won't get the snow that they thought we were going to get. And then other times they'll cancel it, and obviously we do get the snow.
I don't understand how this is good for kids. I get it that like we live in a litigious society and they're afraid they're going to get sued because some kid's going to slip on the ice. Make them sign a waiver.
Well, from my experience working in the schools, kids have to go to school, at least in Michigan. So I don't know if this is everywhere, but in Michigan, they have to do 180 days.
Yeah, they have this kind of thing here.
So, hey, look who's here.
Hey.
Oh.
Hi,
This
Heidi.
is the absolute love of my life. Yeah.
Hey.
Did
Hi,
you eat?
Heidi.
Nope, just walked in.
Okay. We just started this one. This is the paid one, so I should be down in probably about 45 minutes. So the kids have to go to school for 180 days, but then they have like let's say they never had a snow day. They never have anything called off. I think they have like 190 days that they can go to school. So like up here, the school year is like 190 days.
Yeah.
So there's like the 10 days built in for snow days, cold days, whatever the case may be.
I don't like, it's not to me just like make the kids go to school all the time. Cause I hated that when I was in school, you know, like we didn't get days off unless it snowed a lot. In Denver, in Steamboat, you never miss school. But like what it does is teaches these people that snow is dangerous and you can't go out in it. And therefore, like when you have a job like mine where you require people to be at work, they have to be there or else there's like a level of neglect that happens. You know, like if we don't have enough staff.
That 2.1 drops.
2.1 drops and people aren't getting care. And like all the things, you know, like who's going to cook the food? Who's going to clean their bathrooms? Like who's going to do this, you know, empty the trash? Who's going to do all this stuff? And like, I get it if it's like an apocalyptic level snow, like we get like 4 feet or more and people are like, man, I just can't dig my car out. Like I cannot physically get to you. or it's like so cold that like you go outside and like you're in danger of frostbite. But neither of those things is happening. And so it's like a whole generation of people that have never gone in, like had to go to work or go to school in the snow or go outside in the cold. Now, granted, like I think they go outside and play in it, which is ridiculous because like as soon as they cancel school, my kids are outside in the snow. First thing they do. But like, what does that do to us as like a country? I just like, I'm terrified of that.
So the other piece is the kids who have to walk, or, you know, obviously it's driving. So it's the safety of driving, and not only your car, but the school buses.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to remember that, like, does it suck? Like overall, like, obviously I understand your whinging. And it sucks because you're running a place and people need to be there so people can get care. But as far as school goes, you know, they have these 10 days that they can work with. And if they're like, you know what, let's not use one. Let's keep school going. And then the bus drivers who have to drive in the snow, the kids who have to walk, all of that is what's taken into consideration.
How far do kids have to walk in Michigan? Because here, like in Colorado, if you lived within 2 miles, I think, of the school, they made you walk. Buses wouldn't go there. Here, it's not even close. Like, I think you have to live like next door to the school and by choice, not take the bus for that 20 feet.
Now in Royal Oak, where I used to live, there was 2 high schools. There was one in the north end and one in the south end. And they had a drop in children in the aughts. In the early 2000s, the number of kids dropped 70%.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I grew up, the city was booming with kids. Like my school, like I said, we had 2 high schools and they were both packed to the gills.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happened was our city is so Royal Oak is such an expensive city to live in. When like my age moved out, we couldn't afford to go and buy houses. So we went to other cities. So the people that have stayed in Royal Oak are people like my mom who no longer have children, or it's what they call, Abby, back it up. It's what they call the DINKs, dual income, no kids.
They can still afford it.
Yeah, so like the dinks come in and like he'll be like an IT guy and she'll be, you know, marketing manager of a startup company. Dinks. You know, and the 2 of them are making $600,000 a year, so they can buy a home in Royal Oak and they're not having kids. So there was a 70% drop. They went from 2 high schools to 1. They have 1 junior high, 1 high school, and each one of those is probably only about half full. But on a snow day, even if you live in the south end of town, it's like you said, it's probably like the furthest person probably has like a 3-mile walk or a 3-mile drive.
Yeah.
But out here where I live in Ortonville, it's a rural area. So there are people.
Your dog is like,
I know. Abby, back it up, babe. You gotta back it up. Jeez. No. Keep no. Back it up.
That's the way.
Go lay down. You're not coming over here. Go lay down. Go lay down. Jeez.
Put your mouth around the microphone.
Look, one. Oh, she tripped me. She almost killed me. Come on. Come on. Abby, come on. Let's go. Come on. You gotta go. You're breathing. It's driving us nuts. Stop breathing. All right. So in Royal Oak, I think the furthest place away from the high school is like 3 miles. So it'd be like a 3-mile drive or walk.
Okay.
But it's a small enough city that you can usually get the roads pretty good. But then out here in the rural area, I mean, there's kids that they're getting picked up for school at 6:00 and school doesn't start till 8. But the bus is coming to their house because they could be 8 miles from here. They could be, 10 miles from here to go to Brandon High School or Brandon Middle School or.
Yeah.
So it's a ways, but yeah. And then the last part, the third point. Now she's banging at the door like The Shining. So there's 180 days that if they can, they have these built-in 10 days that they could take one off. The second part is for busing and walking. And the third part is we are in the age where our generation is running the schools.
Mm-hmm.
And our generation is like, screw it. I'd rather be home. Like our generation doesn't want to be out working and stuff like that. Our parents were all workaholics.
Yeah.
Our parents were never home. And our generation looks forward to coming home. Our generation isn't so much workaholic-y. And so it's us going, you know what? Nah, screw it. We got 10 days to work with. We'll take one.
I think that's fine, except there are some jobs like your job and my job where you have to be there.
Right.
Somebody
but again,
has
we're
to be
talking
there.
School. We're not talking adult jobs, right?
I know,
we're talking
but
school.
Then how do you get people to realize when they become adults? Like, hey,
you
man,
don't hire losers.
What if they're all losers? What if they all are like that? The whole state.
That's what the vetting process should have been in the hiring process.
We don't have there's no one else to pick from. Like every 10th person I get somebody that's like, yeah, what do you mean? I know I have to be here in the snow. I have a 4-wheel drive. They'll just be like, yeah, I get it. I'll come in early. I'll come and stay. But everybody else, like every single person I'm having to fight to get to work, to do this very noble thing, like you. In
your eyes.
I think it's.
Here's the thing, Reese. Unfortunately, and I put that in all capital letters, unfortunately, everybody else doesn't look at the job that you do the way you do. Listening to you talk about your job is inspiring. And it makes me, when I'm old and decrepit, I want to go to wherever you are, or I want to go to a place that has someone like you running it.
You don't think most people are like...
though, it's people getting a paycheck.
People are like, nurses are pieces of shit. What do they do? CNAs,
True.
what the fuck? What the, those assholes milking it? What are they doing? Milking Medicare? I don't think most people are like that. I do think that the general feeling is that like when you go in a nursing home, it's very dismal and people get abused and neglected. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
I do think that happens, but I don't think overall it does. I just think that's what makes it in the news. People are just like, this nursing home got 0 pressure wounds, or, nobody was abused for 50 years. They don't, that's not making the news.
No.
But I think because of that, there's huge regulations on it. Huge. I think I've said this before. It's the second most regulated industry under nuclear power.
Right behind tuna fish canning.
No, nuclear power. You're like, we should put some regulations on that. Let's not have another 3 Mile Island. But then second to that, people are like nursing homes. Those guys are bad. They need all this regulation. So it's just like insanity. I have to have people come to work. And I cannot tell you how much of my life I spend just telling people it's only snow. It's snow. I had to go get a lady from her apartment because she was like, I can't go outside. My parking lot is a sheet of ice. There was exactly 0 ice on her parking lot. Zero on her sidewalk because I walked her to my car. And there was this. I sent you a picture of it last week.
Yeah, so I'm
Much
late.
snow.
I think I'm late to my brain processing. So your original argument on school is out the window. We're talking adults that don't have kids. So it's not like this woman is like, my kids are home from school. I have
that too. Like I have people who
that's
like
a tough one. That's just life.
they have
But
no one to watch their kids because their kids are out for this much snow. I don't like that either.
I understand
it's bullshit.
that. I understand that. But what I don't understand is, so now my brain's catching up. So this woman that you just talked about, she doesn't have kids. There was just a dusting of snow and she's terrified.
Which to my staff,
that's weird.
When I talk to them, I'm like, you are allowed to be terrified of the snow. It's irrational. I'm not going to feed into I'm not going to talk you out of it. If you're okay to be terrified of snow. You don't have to drive in it. You do have to be here. So we've known tomorrow it is snowing 1 to 3 inches. We knew this 7 days ago. It's the same front that came through with you guys. Like everybody knows it's going to snow or it's possible. And I just tell them, I'm like,
we got 9 inches.
I'm like, if you don't feel safe driving in it, if you're afraid to walk outside in it, come to work early. You can sleep at work or get somebody else to drive you. And they still don't. They act confused. It's insane, dude. And to your argument about driving a school bus, I drove a school bus with a 20-foot trailer, like for what, 6 years? The first 6 years or 10 years of firearm?
I know, but Reese, there's a difference between you driving a school bus with your buddies who are all adults that have agreed to ride on that school bus.
I know.
There's a difference between that and driving a school bus with 18 children that are others people's prized possessions.
Right. But it was never like, this is what I can tell you about that school bus. It hardly ever slipped. It was the most solid vehicle I've ever driven in the snow. We drove it through blizzards. We drove it over Snoqualmie Pass between, eastern and western Washington, drove it over Vail Pass so many times, like in blizzards, driving it 2, 3, 4 feet of snow, driving that thing. It was fine. It's not the school buses. Like it may be the drivers, but like I grew up in a town where it snowed like 20 feet in the winter. They put chains on them. People got to school.
I think a little bit of your argument is like, get off my lawn, old guy.
It's not.
I get what you're saying.
If I had a job where they're just like, hey, it snowed, don't come into work, that'd be cool. But if I heard there was like a old folks home down the block, 3 blocks from me, and they were short staffed because nobody came in because it was 1 to 3 inches of snow, I'd lose my damn mind. I'd be like, oh, that's why you hear all these stories. Because these people are pieces of crap.
There's certain parts of your argument that I'm with, and I'm with you on it. If it's just someone who doesn't want to come to work because they don't feel like driving in snow, that's an issue. I think the school bus is a completely separate issue that I can't say I agree with you on that, because if that school bus were to get into an accident, right? So you do the whole insurance thing and risk assessment. If that school bus got in an accident and one of those children are hurt on that bus, that obviously the parent's going to sue, the insurance company's going to pay out, whatever's going to happen. And if the school system can say, we have these 10 days, instead of that, let's just use one of these days.
Yeah.
So it's easier to use a day than the risk of injuring a child, someone under the age of 18. whose family is obviously going to be protective of them. That's completely different. That is what that is.
I
do agree with you on the other, where there's just grown ass people that are afraid to drive in a dusting or even 2 inches of snow.
To walk in a dusting of snow.
Yeah,
this lady's like in her 60s. I don't know if she didn't think I would actually come get her or not, but I did. And I was like,
that's all.
I was like, Cindy, you can't do this again. You either need to walk to my car or walk to your car and test it out, or you need to come to work before it snows.
Or you need to just stop with the nonsense. You're day off.
Yeah. But I do think that is like part of the culture here. It's madness. Like, people lose their damn mind when it snows. You go to the store because you're like, I'm going to the store. I have to get something. And they've completely cleaned out all the milk and bread. Like, people are like, I've seen them with their shopping carts full of like 5 gallons of milk and like 6 bags of bread. Like, what? What are you doing? Are you going to freeze it? Like, for later? How much milk do you need? The snow will be
gone in 3 days.
Yeah. How much milk do you drink in 3 days? Every time. They lose their damn minds. And it's winter. That's the other thing. People get it. There's like surprised today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had this conversation. Somebody's like, it's going to snow tomorrow. And I'm like, it's winter, right? It does that every time. Like, every one of these times I've been here, snows, winter. One time I lived in Phoenix. It snowed. Sometimes it happens. It's winter. I don't know.
Yeah. Here in Michigan, I feel like there's not the adult aversion to go to work in the snow.
Uh-huh.
It's the parents that are like, oh crap, what am I going to do with my kids? I got to stay home.
I have that too, I don't
dude. Yeah. So we'll have that.
They got to get somebody to take care of their kids because they get school off for a dusting or no snow. No snow is happening. Yeah. They already called it.
But a normal thing in Michigan is like, Heidi even said it the other day, is like, if we know that there's a snow, like if we know that throughout the night tonight, it's supposed to snow into tomorrow, she'll say, hey, you need to set your alarm clock earlier, like allow yourself like an extra 40 minutes to get to work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do. That's what I had to do this week is normally I always leave for work early. So I start work at 6:50 in the morning. I get to work at 6 o'clock. So I'm not rushed. And then I'm there in case something were to happen.
It only takes you 10 minutes to get to work. So you said 6:50 and you get to work at.
I have to be to work ready to go. Like my work starts at 6:50.
Okay.
And I get there at 6.
Oh, okay. That's really good.
So I wake up at 4:30.
Oh, Lord.
And sometimes I'll hit the snooze, but my alarm clock goes off at 4:30. I'm usually in the shower by 5. I'm out of the shower. I make Heidi lunch. I make her coffee. I make my lunch. And I'm usually out the door by 5:20. And I get to work by 6. So this week we had a huge snowstorm. So on Sunday.
9 inches.
Yeah. So on Sunday, it was awful. So I didn't know it was coming. I just didn't know that it was coming. I thought we had already had it because we had had a bunch of snow the day before. So I didn't know we were getting another snow. And so, but because I planned for my day so well, my normal leaving at 5:20, it took me double getting to work. So I got there at 6:30. And I still had 20 minutes to get ready. to be in lineup at 650.
That's amazing, Joe.
And that I do have to say, I believe that's like what most people do up here. And if people don't, like, I'm sure, because Heidi, runs the dental office, I'm sure she could be like, oh, well, we have this tech girl or this who, skips out on every snow day. I'm guessing she has similar stories to what you have.
Yeah, but like
I don't
a
think
dental office,
that's the
if you
norm
don't
up here.
If you don't go to your dental appointment, nobody's going to die.
Maybe. But yeah, you're probably right.
But like you and I don't show up to work. We're upping the percentage. Like we're messing with the numbers. Somebody could die. My staff don't show
correct.
up.
In your
Half
situation,
my staff shows up.
Yeah.
Somebody
in
could die.
Heidi's situation, if somebody doesn't show up, it just creates more work for other people. And then also there's probably on snow days for those that aren't coming to work, those same people are probably rescheduling their appointments.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to drive it in. So it's probably some sort of like a wash.
Yeah. It's like inconvenient. Nobody's going to die.
In my job, if someone calls and they're like, I'm not going to make it, the bosses say, no, you can get here an hour later, but you're working.
Yeah.
Like if it takes you 2 hours to get here, it takes you 2 hours to get here, but you don't get the day off for it, obviously, because roofing has to be done.
Yep.
So
I'm worried. I'm worried. This is what bothers me the most is that the people that we're taking care of, that we are tasked with taking care of, I think is a blessing that we get to care for these people that gave so much, like guys that fought in Korea or Vietnam or World War II, or that stood in bread lines in the Great Depression, or,
are those people still alive?
Yes. And I take care of them. Those people, my staff can be like, sorry, it's an inch of snow. I can't make it. Like those people that probably have been through several tens of maybe hundreds of blizzards or great snowstorms, that walked to school, that stood out with the school bus, like with the warning not to go out with your hair wet because you would lose your hair because it would freeze.
Uphill both ways.
Those people that we take care of, my staff will be like, not all of them, because I do have some really great staff, but like I feel like about half of them I'm having this fight with. And it's just like, dude, what is this not sacred to you? Like that these people did all this to create this world that you are.
No, they don't think of it like you. It's a paycheck for them. It's the same thing in roofing. Some guys are just roofers because that's what they chose to do, like a job.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, that pays well. I get some good days off. I'll do that. Jeez. They don't have a calling, what I would call a calling to it.
Yeah.
So some people just do a job because that's just it. It's a job that affords them to do what they want in their spare time. And not everybody looks at it like you. I wish everybody did.
I wish they did too.
Yeah, but they don't do that. You'd be talking to your blue in the face, like with staff and trying to get them to, I feel like that would just be just trying to convince people the way that you're talking. People are going to be like, this guy's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, like, I really wish at times I could just be like a regular nurse, but I keep getting in positions where I'm like a regular nurse. And then I'm like, my boss sucks, or I think I could do this better. And then I end up being the boss. And then here's what I'm doing on my podcast, complaining about how much my staff suck. Not all of them, because I have some really great ones. Like I have one that drives from Highland County. She's one of my shower aides. So she drives every day over 2 ranges of mountains, like two ranges of the Appalachians. She comes to work, whether it's snowy or not. No snow has stopped her. She's never been like, I need to stay at the building. She just does it. And now she picks up the other shower aide who lost her license because of a DWI. She drives her into
It's
work.
not funny. It's not funny. I'm not laughing
a little
at that.
bit. But I mean, she does it. And so when all these people are like, I can't make it to work, I have to be like, Corinne can. She drove from Highland County. She did all these hairpin turns through the mountains, through all that snow where I'm sure snowed 6 inches more. She came to work in her Subaru. Get your ass out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is where all my gray hairs come from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in one. You are in one. Now, if you don't mind, if I can change up the subject a little bit.
Yeah.
I just itched like my nose, and I did the thing where you kind of take your thumb and do like one of these.
Yeah, Joe, you do this a lot. You call it itching, but you're really getting bugs.
Now, is there like a certain amount of grace that someone get? Like, are you allowed to
on this podcast? Yeah.
So Patreon, you guys are listening or you're watching
on this podcast. You can get up with a third knuckle.
Well, that's what I'm going to say. Like, are you allowed? Is this like if you just see me do this? Is that a nose pick? Am I picking my nose? Or was that like an itch or just to get the bats out of the cave? Or is like obviously like a sustained dig would be picking your nose?
I think
but is this like acceptable? Is it acceptable to just do a quick? Or am I a gross nose picker?
Until Daniel Rock started putting up the video, it was fine. We were picking noses left and right. Kids would come in from the neighborhood. This kid, Parker, I'd get up there. Parker, get over here. I get the vacuum out. He lost some brain cells.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Daniel Rock posting videos.
Now we have to be we can't do this.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
To get the bats out because people are watching.
Yeah. But like, is that like people sitting at home? Like I'm guessing every single person does this or does it quick.
Yeah.
Are you a nose picker? If you do that, are you a nose picker?
Everyone is a nose picker.
I don't think I'm a nose picker. I don't ever sit with my finger for a sustained amount of time. Now,
not in the car? You're not going up?
No.
In there with it in the car like this?
No.
Do you ever eat it, Joe? Because you have nowhere to put it?
Never.
Yes,
but here's the thing. If you wrap the tissue on your finger, that ain't nose picking.
It is. If you just wad up the tissue and swirl it around in there, have you ever done that? It feels so good. It feels so good. I want to do it right now.
I'm surprised nobody's made something that can do that.
I bet they have.
Like a giant ass Q-tip that you can just boop, 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 boop.
Hey, speaking of which, you talked about your guy that cuts your hair and he puts the wax things up your nose and then.
Oh, yeah. That's not the guy who cuts my hair. It's a guy I saw on a YouTube. But go on.
I ordered some of those things and.
Did you really?
Yeah, I basically tore all the hair out of, not the hair, but like skin and hair out of my ears. Like it was like bleeding.
Why don't you just
those things don't work. The little thing with the thing.
I do agree with you. However,
it doesn't work.
Do you know Manscaping, the lawnmower?
Yeah.
Like I just use that.
The edge of it, you just kind of
so the blade is only about like an inch wide, and I zip like the edge of my ear, and then you can get the way my ear is, like you can I can get in there pretty good with just the normal like lawnmower from Manscaping.
Yeah.
I can just kind of get in there, kind of do it. And that's what's been working for me. And then as I told you, the old nose, I've gone back to the scissors.
Okay. Well, that
I don't
thing,
do the like
the up the nose wax thing. It really did work for inside my nose. It hurts really bad. But my ears, I get hair in my ears.
Yeah, me too.
That's the best thing for that is my car tweezers.
Oh.
Just driving and tweezing.
Sometimes I just drive and pull.
Yeah,
I try
don't
and
think you're
grab
getting
it and
as
just-
much. Yep. What the heck, dude? It's like too
Getting
much.
old sucks. I
It's too
hate
much.
hair. Like I started shaving my head in high school because I hated hair. I don't
And
mind
then-
my beard because it covers up my face, but then from the neck down, the hair is awful.
Oh,
I hate
I used to
hair.
super hate my chest hair, but now it's like it's getting a little gray, so it's not as noticeable. And
You
then
know what?
Kara loves it.
I'll give you
Loves
that.
it.
Like chest hair, I'll keep it trimmed so it's not like super long, but it's not
Yeah.
super short. I'll just keep it nice and trimmed. I don't mind my chest hair. I don't mind it at all. I think same thing. I think Heidi likes it as well. But the shoulders, like the hair on the shoulders, the hair on your back. I don't have a ton of hair on my back, but like just like the sprigs here and there. Oh, I hate that.
Why?
I
Like, why
hate
is
it.
that? Why do you not have it
know.
up here and then it's like
You're
in these weird
nuts.
spots?
Your nuts, just having to shave your nuts all the time. I'm like, how? Like, I don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
you shave your nuts, and then 3 days later, there's like 4 hairs that are 3 inches long, and you're like, how did I not see those the last time I shaved my nuts?
There's a lot of information you just told me, Joe. About
And then-
yourself.
And then what about your butt crack? Do you ever do the like zzz
Nope.
down your butt crack?
Nope. I mean, it's not terribly hairy, so I'm okay with it the way it is.
That's what you think. Ask Carol.
I did. She says it's fine. You know what I don't like? My dad had this. I get these really long black hairs that grow just like out of the top of my nose.
I'll have one of those like a year,
Well, so I went,
or like maybe like one every 2 years.
I paid, like you go to the face laser place to get
Yeah.
the hair removal. I did that and it got it. There's still a couple there that do it. So I gotta be vigilant. Tweeze them. Hate it.
Tweeze them.
Yeah.
Man, it does. It really sucks getting old. Listeners, hit the Diabolical Discussion page. Let us know what, and ladies, you too, like what has sucked getting older. I mean, I know I could go out and Google it and find all these different things that the masses have all said, but we've all grown up together. You guys listened to us. You came to our shows. We hung out
We
with
listen
you.
to you.
Yeah, we've all grown up together. So now
We
we've
got
all
your
hit
demo
these.
tape still.
Yeah, we've all hit these checkpoints. What drives you nuts of getting old? Oh, I'd like to hear it. Now I have to say the other thing that I like is my brain comprehends now stuff that's like, I don't know how to explain it. So I don't know
It's
how to
not
say what I
math,
want to
Joe.
say. So I'll
For
explain
either
it.
one of us.
So like for me, man, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to start. But the older I get, I'll caveman through this. The older I get, the more it's like, if you use something, put it back where you got it from. So it's there the next time you need it.
Yeah.
I think I do, and especially like with Heidi, getting to know Heidi, living with Heidi, being married to Heidi, I start to like, oh, this needs to be cleaned. This needs to be done. And I do it right away instead of like just waiting till it's like critical mass or whatever. So there's certain things that the older I'm getting, the more I like to just take care of things now rather than wait. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, what are you doing? You're completely not listening. You're looking at your phone. Somebody's sending you photos.
Dean Goldberry said that he would bankroll us eating 2 of the meats I described last week on camera. I was trying to add to the show. I'm listening, Joe.
What meats?
We have to pick 2.
How are we going to cook? Because don't we have to cook them the same, or do we each cook them a different way?
I want to go to your house and you cook them.
You're just going to boil them. Just steam it.
Steamed bobcat.
Oh.
Bobcat sushi.
Oh. Well, here's the thing. I'm guessing.
Oh, Lord.
I'm guessing bobcat is probably pretty freaking lean. So you'd have to add fat to it.
Think about 2 things that you can check off your list. I've eaten a predator and I've eaten cat. You know, like if people are like, you can't eat cats, and you'd be like, I can.
I ate a bobcat.
I have eaten bobcat before.
Yeah.
Or if you ever meet Bobcat Goldthwait, you can be like,
and he's like, yeah.
And you can be like, hey, buddy, I got a story for you.
He's like, hey, everybody, when I was in the 80s. Have you heard him now? He's completely abandoned that.
He just talks normally.
Yeah, he's just normal. He's completely abandoned that like persona.
He's funny still.
Yeah, he is. He did a stand-up, I want to say like 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was on Netflix. Maybe it was just on like YouTube. I don't know. But he was funny, like just being like a normal comedian. He was funny.
I think he is a funny guy. I thought even back then he was funny. It was just the gimmick that I think made him funny or made him famous.
Yeah.
But like he is funny. I agree.
Did you ever see Shakes the Clown?
No.
He was in a movie called Shakes the Clown.
Okay.
And he was a clown, and his buddies were clowns. And I forget what the plot of the movie was, but one of the subplots was that the clowns always rumbled with the mimes. And so if they'd be driving, and he was Shakes the Clown because he had like the DTs because he was like an alcoholic.
Uh-huh.
They'd be driving. He had like a convertible Cadillac, and they'd be driving. And then if they saw like mimes in the park, they'd like slam on the brakes and jump out of the car and like go beat the crap out of like the mime. And then like the mimes would do it to them too. Like if the mimes saw them like alone in the city, like the mimes would attack. Yeah. So it was always mimes versus clowns on Shakes the Clown. But yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait.
Is it any good?
No, it's terrible.
Okay.
It's a great watch because it's a terrible movie.
Okay.
Guess what I did start watching today?
Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie.
Close. Avengers Infinity War.
Joe, that's not even close. That is a good movie.
I know. I wanted to go back, and I've been longing to watch Endgame.
Can I tell everybody some advice?
I got rid of Disney, so I don't have it like at the ready.
Don't go watch Captain America World Police in the movie theater. It is not worth it. It made me so mad.
Yeah, I hear it's awful.
It's awful. Like I wanted it to be good. There's 2 scenes where like actual acting happens, where like Anthony Mackie gets to act, and then one with Sebastian Stan.
Bach.
And they're like, kind of, they were just like, the director's like, all right, you do what you do. But other than that, the director was probably like, this is too much acting. Can you deliver that again, but flatter? Like how do you ruin Harrison Ford? Like how are you going to make I don't understand like how Kevin Feige let this go. It's so bad. Like, I don't know who the antagonist is in the movie. It's kind of the Red Hulk or kind of this other guy. I don't want to spoil it for you. Here's a spoiler. It sucks.
Who
There's
is it? Hey, you guys.
the leader.
Okay. Yes, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, but it's like,
I have the
guess how he gets people to guess
appearance of the
what he
leader.
does. He uses mind control
Yeah.
to get people to do what he wants, and then
Yeah.
they have to stop him. It's like they play a song and it makes people all of a sudden become like mindless zombies and do his will. That's the plot, basically. And then at the end, you get rewarded with Harrison Ford turning into the Red Hulk. That's the movie. It's so hot garbage. But if you've
That's
seen
what
the
I heard.
Marvels, it's better than the Marvels.
I didn't see the Marvels. I enjoyed. What
You
was the one
didn't
that
see
I
it?
liked? What was the one that I liked that nobody else liked? What was the one that was like they were almost like all the gods?
Oh, the Eternals?
Yeah. Yes, the Eternals.
I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked it.
Yeah.
But
I
I'll
agree.
tell you what, man.
It's just
I got-
a stretch. Like, it's hard to connect that to Marvel, and there's too much going on. I think that was the problem.
There's
Had
a
they
lot.
just been like, here's one guy, and then he becomes part of this team, the Eternals, it would have been way better.
Yeah,
But it's
there
too
was
much.
a lot, and I felt like they were, if they wanted to. It seems like that's another plot line that Disney set up and then abandoned.
Yeah.
But it seemed like they were setting up. There was a run. So Thor got, what was it? Thor Love and Thunder.
yeah.
You know, the sword of like death or whatever that was.
Yes.
That was in that shoot, what was his name? Gore, the God Butcher.
Yes.
So Gore the God Butcher got that sword. And I forget what that sword was called.
I don't remember either.
But at the end of the Eternals, the guy who was in Game of Thrones, you know, the guy, Jon,
the Jon Snow guy.
yeah, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
The name that he is the Black Knight.
Yes.
And so I was under the impression that it was going to shift, like Marvel was going to start going in another kind of Infinity Gauntlet thing where these swords, and I'd read something on the internet that some guy was like, yeah, I think this is going to be, you know, the movie plot is where they're going. And it's like, so like the Black Knight has like his sword, and then there's the sword from like Gore the God Butcher. And there's like these different swords that are like around the universe that if you look through like Marvel, different characters have different swords, even to the point where like you could even say Deadpool's katanas and stuff like that kind of fall under it. And so this I had read this thing that was kind of this like amazing, and the way that the guy like kind of, you know, gave his opinion, like, hey, I think from this movie, from Gore the God Butcher and the Eternals and what happened with like Jon Snow in the end, and then you find out that he's the Black Knight, I think it's going in this direction. And I was like, yes, that's something I can be behind. Nope.
No.
Just like every other Disney garbage that they put out over the last 8 years, just garbage, just a one and done, nothing, just poop.
Come on. Like, you can be like some of the event, some of the stuff up to Endgame. You could be like some movies were better than others, but not garbage. Like the first Captain America is close to garbage, but it's not garbage. It's
any of those Marvel movies that were in those like first three things that ended with Endgame were great. Yeah, there were some duds, But like even the duds were good duds compared to what's been made since. And I mean, we've gone through this before. We sound like a broken record if we go back over all the Marvel stuff, but like Moon Knight was cool. Like that was a good series. But like I say, let's not go over it, and then I start going over it again.
Moon Knight is good.
Everything else was
It's
just
a little bit corny.
Everything else was just.
Did you see Echo?
No.
Echo's pretty good. Hawkeye is garbage. I agree. She-Hulk is garbage.
Here's the thing. It's tough. It's tough for me when those Marvel movies were out there and kids are wearing the stuff. People who aren't even into comics are going to the movies that couldn't wait to see the next movies. When it took over like pop culture for 15 years, all of these movies, that's amazing. Like, so like when you say, hey, have you seen Echo? It's really good. I've heard nobody talk about it. It's not on anything. I don't hear anybody. Oh man. Hey, like if you want to bring up the Penguin, like the Penguin series, I haven't watched that yet on HBO Max. I haven't watched the Penguin, but I hear that it's fantastic. And I hear lots of people talking about it. And then lots of people said that it should have won awards at like some of the entertainment award shows and stuff like that. So that gives me hope. Nobody talked about Echo. Nobody talked about. So even though you think it's good, it makes me think like, yeah, but you even thought these other things that I thought were like they did She-Hulk.
I didn't like She-Hulk.
Miss Marvel.
I didn't like Miss Marvel.
Oh man,
I didn't like the Hawkeye series. I thought Falcon and Winter Soldier was okay.
It was okay.
I think the Secret Invasion was bad.
Garbage.
I keep falling asleep trying to finish it.
Loki was good.
Loki is incredible.
Loki was good. Yeah.
Loki, Moon Knight, Echo. But movies, like I get like the third Ant-Man isn't as good as the other two, but I didn't think it was garbage. You didn't like it? No.
To tell you, I can't. I don't even remember the third Ant-Man. What like it was Ant-Man and Wasp. There
was Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then there was like Ant-Man Quantumania.
Oh yeah. See that's the thing. Like it may have been like a decent little movie, and I like the Ant-Man stuff. I like the humor in it, but like the fact that although we talked about this before, the fact that during the first series, I'm going to say series, is all the movies between like the first one and Endgame. All of those, there was a purpose to them. There was a purpose to them. Now these are all just like one and dones. And there's I don't want to go see one movie because it's a puzzle piece to the next one. And all those other ones, that's what it was. You had to watch each movie because it was a puzzle piece that fit in the whole spectrum.
Yeah.
And now they're not. And it's just like it's just garbage, man. And like I don't want to be that way. I don't want to think that way, but they are.
I'm gonna read them to you and you tell me if it's garbage.
And I'll be honest with you, I stopped watching most of them. They came out same with Star Wars. Black Widow, I liked, but it wasn't great.
Agreed. Shang-Chi.
Loved it.
Okay. The Eternals.
I liked it.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? I thought it was so good.
Yeah.
You didn't like it? I loved it. It's my favorite of the Spider-Man with Tom Holland. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
I didn't like it.
I also didn't because it was like leaning way too hard on like being a horror movie.
Yeah.
I did like some of the cameos, like the Reed Richards, like Jim from The Office.
Yeah.
John Krasinski. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We did that. Thor Love and Thunder.
I liked it.
I kind of liked it. It's probably my least favorite of all the Thor movies, but I thought it was also good. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Can't stand any of the Black Panthers.
Okay. I did not like it as much as the first Black Panther, and they threw too much shit into it. Like, all you had to do was be like, this is Submariner. You don't need the fake Iron Man, Riri person, all the other stuff. I don't know. It was too much. Okay. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Can't remember it.
Yeah, it was like a...
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I liked it because it wasn't that well, yeah, they kind of all go their separate ways or whatever at the end, because then it's like they kind of bring that chapter to an end. Yeah, it was good. It wasn't great, but I liked it.
Not my favorite, but it was good. The Marvels.
I didn't even see it.
I think it's hot garbage. It's like the worst Marvel movie there is.
Okay.
And not because like people be like, it's because it's all women. It absolutely isn't. Like, I think Captain Marvel is one of my favorite Marvel superheroes. It's just really bad. There's a part where she goes to a planet and they have to sing all the time. It's so bad. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Didn't see it.
Dude, it is incredible. So good. It is so good. You need to see it. It's so good. Captain America, Brave New World. My vote, hot garbage.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
And then the next one at the end of Phase 5 is the Thunderbolts, which looks promising, but we'll see.
But again, like, if these are just one and done movies, like, I never read the Thunderbolts comic. Like,
yeah,
here's the thing. I heard on a podcast, and I think we talked about this already. I heard on a podcast, these comic, comic guys and writers talking. There's a reason like Marvel has second and third tier characters.
Yeah.
When even the writers that created those characters are like, this is just kind of a filler book. Something that I work on when I'm...
I agree. They don't need to make it into a giant movie. Like, that person can have a cameo in the Avengers.
Yes.
And so doesn't
Thunderbolts
ruin the thing.
I never read Thunderbolts. I didn't have any friends that read Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
So, like, to make that into a movie, and then you're going to try and, like, present that to kids, like, hey, kids, here's the Thunderbolts. And then those kids are going to be like, oh, cool. And then they're going to go back and, like, look up those comics and be like, these guys are garbage. Like, this is trash. This is all, like, made up in 2025. This isn't, like, from the pages of. So that bothers me.
All right. I'm looking on Reddit because I want to make sure that we get everything. We forgot some of the shows. Oh, I just went to a bad thing. So WandaVision, what did you think of that?
WandaVision was okay. I feel like it didn't have it was something that was presented, but again, it didn't, it was just a series and it ended.
I'm okay with them making
that one witch
show. Right. Agatha All Along?
Yeah, and who gives a crap about that?
It was a good show. Like, that's what I like. If they're going to take these side characters, like, they're going to be like, here's Wiccan and Speed, and they're the kids of Wanda and Vision, who people barely care about. Like, do that. Make it a show. That's cool. But don't have to build your whole thing off of it. I think that's where they're losing out. Like, She-Hulk, if it's just a show and it's hot garbage and, like, then fine. It's just a show. Some of those shows are really good though. Like, I do think that the Netflix Daredevil and the Punisher were really good. And I think the first Daredevil. Jessica Jones was really good.
Love
I th-
Daredevil. Never watched Jessica Jones. There
it's
was
good.
no
The
interest.
first season is really good. You should watch it. I think WandaVision was okay. I agree with you. I think Agatha all along, I didn't expect much and I thought it was fun. Loki, both of them, incredible. What else? Hawkeye, it's nothing. It sucks. I hate how bad, because Hawkeye is a cool character and they just didn't do much with him in the movies. He got okay by the time the Eternals came out, or the Endgame. But like, the show is just, it's nothing. It's dumb. Spider-Man No Way Home, we talked about, amazing. Moon Knight is amazing. Miss Marvel, it's Lyndon's favorite comic book character. I may have had something to do with that by getting her the trade paperback. She loved it. I kept falling asleep. There was this thing called Werewolf by Night. I never watched it.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I didn't mind that. Kind of like you said, like just as a show, but no clue what it had to. But again, Werewolf by Night. Like, why didn't they introduce Blade? Why didn't they introduce, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, I'm like, okay, they're going to do the werewolf thing. So Blade is going to be in this, and it's going to be his intro into the Marvel universe. No, nothing. Just a little show about werewolves, or a movie about werewolf.
Right. It is. What did I miss? She-Hulk. We talked about. Apparently, there's some I Am Groot show.
Yeah, didn't see
I've
it.
never seen. Secret Invasion, not
Garbage.
good. The Marvels, not good. Echo, I think, is really good. If it's just, I don't think Marvel is trying to make that go into anything else. It's just a good show. I didn't know anything about Echo, and I thought it was rad. Think that's it. Thunderbolts. Oh, next month, Daredevil Born Again is supposed to come out.
Yeah, that I saw a commercial for it. It looks fantastic.
If it's like the first season of Daredevil on Netflix is some of the best television I've ever seen. It's super violent. I can't watch it with my kids yet. Second one is okay. And then the third one, it gets kind of corny. It got really corny when they added, what is his name? Iron Fist.
I haven't got to that part. I started watching it, and then I liked what I saw, like through like the first season, and I think into the second, and just got away from it. But I liked what I saw.
Well, are you excited about the Fantastic Four? Seen the trailers? Trailer.
I have seen the trailer. The fact that they've tried to do this movie 3 other times, and it just doesn't hit.
Yeah.
I don't think their powers, like
No.
the Thing, I think is stupid. And just being like elastic, I don't think. Like, I don't.
But
they're just
that's
characters.
not his
I don't
power.
think.
His power, Reed Richards, is that he's super smart.
No, but
that's
he's
the
super
thing.
smart prior.
Right. He
Right.
just
So
has
his
like
power
this
became
weak
the
power.
elasticity.
Yeah, it's like the 4 phases of matter. So he's like the liquid. It's boring. Like, it's a dumb power, but like,
Yeah.
I think the Fantastic Four in the comic books is cool because it's kind of just like there's one cool guy, the Human Torch. Like, he's like an Omega level superhero.
Yes.
The other ones, you're just like, he's like Rock. He's kind of like the Hulk, but not as cool.
Yeah.
And then she turns invisible and can make a protective bubble. And then he like can stretch. It's like pretty boring.
Exactly.
But the comics are good. I just feel like those 3 movies came out with Fox and they didn't know what they had. And Marvel is like, this is our baby. We have to make good on this. So
Well,
I'm
see.
hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do good.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we nerded out for an extra half hour.
Yeah. I got to go. I got to see my wife.
Me too. I got to see my children.
Perfect. All
Okay.
right. See you, everybody.
See you guys. Piece of pizza.